Alright, let's go. This time I am heard. Perfect. Perfecto. I have like a sore in my fucking mouth, like I got herpes or some shit. Fucking hurts. I don't know what it is. Ooh, hopefully it ain't nothing serious. Ah, damn. Alright. Hopefully you enjoyed all those noises. Alright. Here we go. Disco Elysium. What the fuck? My cursor is like invisible. We are so close to the end. I just feel it. I don't know why. I just feel either this stream or the next stream. I feel like I'm gonna beat this game. We'll see though. I don't know. But I think we will. Load. Oh, no, I guess just continue. Just continue. Open my can of sparkling water. Good stuff. Let's see. I need... Yeah. I need to get... I forget what it is. I think it's Logic or something. I need to get up for that. I instructed the traps. I gotta talk to him. Probably I'll go back there just to talk to him. I found armor pieces. I don't understand this one. That signature Everett. It's from Monday. It's fucking Thursday. Talk to her. What the fuck? Talk to her, motherfucker.
Hello again.
Empathy. But I am close. Whoops. Oh, I'm so close to leveling up. Yeah, if I talk to them, I'll get some points. I'll get enough points. So we'll go back to the. I guess it's mainland. Whirling rags. That's what I'll say. Ooh, go back there. Get this shit poppin'. I gotta get her to tell me some of this shit. I need to get these kids out of there so I can take that chick on a fucking date. Nope. And then I can get that signature. I don't even know if that will help me, but I just have a feeling, you know, if I take her on a date, she'll be more likely to be like, alright, I'll sign it, and the old lady will do it, because she did it, so. And then everyone will give me my gun back, and I won't have to be embarrassed. Go to the station and be like, yeah, I lost my gun. Even though I don't know for sure Everett even has it, but I think he does. I don't know. Titus, they're still here. There he is. Morel.
It's great to see you again, officer.
Great to see you, Morel.
My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out.
All day's
I
work, ma'am.
hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
A truly epic long-distance trek. There's just on my way. I was working on the case. I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now. Just doing my it was just on the way while I was working on the case.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude.
Okay, well, you didn't have
It's
to
a
do that.
tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
Mask. Okay, oh, thank you.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
Oh, that's terrifying.
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
I definitely want to know. Less worried about husband. Lena knows Morel is okay. Has a... Oh, Territoran tie. Yeah.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Sorry about the fucking chewing noises. I'm sure it's disgusting. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Well, let's kick your husband out of here. Get some good times going.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Okay, Kim, just one.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Ooh, tough choice there.
Is this a... what's the biggest cryptid? What's the tiniest? What's the most dangerous? Are there invisible cryptids? It's either the most dangerous or the bird one. Oh, that's the most dangerous.
The gnome of Jeroma.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived.
Oh, that's horrible.
Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what did it look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it.
In tarp. Okay.
It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
That's fucked up.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
True.
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom.
Was that the purpose? Okay.
Instead,
Not to preserve
all the
it?
venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
No, that's perfectly good explanation. Stop being so sad.
Sure, a perfectly good explanation. It dissolved in its own venom. Go on then. Ask about more gnomes or whatever.
This has been an educational salary. Discuss something else.
Of course, dear.
That's all. I need to talk to Morello. I need to talk to you.
Ha ha! Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman.
Yeah.
Now then,
I said that right.
what can I do for you?
A gruff pat on the shoulder.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
No, one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
Nothing.
That's not ideal, but...
Empty trap was the one near by our campsite. Maybe it's factors into it somehow.
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
That's what it means. That's what it means.
Of course, more clever.
Yes.
You're dealing with a
Tim's a
subject
sociopath.
near and dear to their hearts.
Yeah.
It might behove you to tread lightly.
I'm not going to be an asshole.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Gary, where are you? What a deft hunt. What a deft hunter, this phasmid. You sure you exhausted all this? I don't know. I'll just say, yeah. I'll just go along with their whole thing.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis
I guess that
you'd like
was-
to venture. Mine stands.
Whoops.
Okay?
Sorry. Didn't mean to be an asshole.
Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Good.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
What do you mean by that?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but
I'm sure that's how you feel.
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it?
No.
The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently.
It's like, let's get to this fucking murder.
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Kuno's a hooligan. Enthusiastic about Phasmid. Consider alternatives. Kuno's a hooligan. Is +2 for that? Did Kuno fucking take the locust for some reason? All right, I'm gonna develop an alternative theory about the missing locust.
You have your
And I failed it.
suspicions,
And I failed it.
but nothing
90% I
can
failed it.
form into a viable explanation.
You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Maybe it was a different cryptid that took the bugs.
A different cryptid?
Maybe.
Oh, sweetie. Maybe you should stick to human detective work.
Alright, shut the fuck up, bitch. Alright, I thought we were cool here. Alright. Fuck you. Eat my dick. Eat my fucking dick. Oh, it's the thing. Is this the tie I can wear? Let me take this off. Oh, it's like a, oh wow, it's like, oh, okay. I don't like it though. What does it give me? Inland and volition? I like my crazy ass necktie. Plus I need him around for when to tell me the signal. Drink that fucking liquid. The alcohol. Okay, the traps is gone. Find someone with technical expertise. I need to talk to those kids. Really, the next thing I need to do is pretty much, it's all involving the kids on the shore. That's all it is. I forget what it is. I'll go. I do need. Well. Yeah. I mean, I mean, that's not even the fucking main investigation anyway. It's that, and then the Titus telling me where Ruby is. That's pretty much the next two things. I guess. Well, the Everett thing ties to the kids, so. Or the hooligans, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Empathy. I was like, couldn't even remember what the fuck was it.
Hello again.
Fucking music. Alright, I believe I have a 9 in empathy. Holy shit. It's the highest thing of anything I have is my empathy. My god. Whoops.
Hello again.
I have a 97% chance. If I fail this. I had like 92 last time I failed it. Come on.
The device is
Thank
still
God.
warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow
Omicron?
plastic cover.
Uh-oh.
Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit there on the ice with the drugs wearing off at your age, or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure than with this by your side.
The wind howls. She remains silent.
She's just staring at it.
It's real. Tell her.
It's not childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon. Nothing if you got this. nothing if you don't. Oh fuck. I would. Yeah, nothing if you got this. Don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it.
There is little you can do to help her now. But given the chance, you feel like you should. There is something about her. A weightiness.
So, thanks, I guess, for the psych session. I guess that means we're even?
No.
She means your little talk before, after your breakdown. It's all right, she means to say. You returned the favor.
Yeah,
My associates?
Finish the question, please.
Sorry. I just don't tell people about my friends
Ah.
or who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them. Me? I'm a silver bird. Don't know what makes you think it'll... My associates? Of course I do. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Is it empathy? It's logic. Oh yeah, I don't understand that then. Oh my god. SL refuses to talk to her friends. Maybe she'll open up later after you've helped them set up the nightclub. Well... Boardwalk, Land's End. Here, alright. Let's go up top here. Nah, I can't go that way, actually. Wait. Just thought of something. So that guy, the Sunday friend guy, he is down at the boardwalk. And that's one of the spots where, you know, it could be the shooting. Or spots potentially where the shooting was. Where the shot came from. And I remember talking to him yesterday. And there's something you could say to him. Like, I forget, it was like logic or something. It was like, there was something you could say to him only if you knew or something like that. So that just makes me think. It could be. He's still here. How would I investigate if there were gunshots? Okay, it's over here. It's over here. Can I go down here? You can't go down here. Okay. Oh shit, that's the boardwalk, is it not? Boardwalk, check the island. Okay, check Land's End. I mean, I was gonna go check Land's End, so. I think I gotta go around for that, though. This is, I mean, there's only 2 boardwalks, really, and these are them. Those are stairs. Those are stairs that I can access. Okay. Let's make another phone call. Let's find out.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Calling.
I'm tired.
Main answers for the past time. His voice is hoarse for cigarettes. You tired? Typing in the background. When are you tired of?
Writing. I hate writing so much.
Damn.
But I have to get back to it.
Okay.
The man disappears with a sigh.
Okay.
You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset.
What?
The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Do it.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up. And repeat the motion. Twice.
Okay.
Strange. This is not how you started before.
What? What does that mean? What did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola.
Oh, okay.
Some far-off nation-state.
What's the Isola?
005 is Revachol, ZOC. 001 is Grad, on the Gradian Isola,
People
where the
talked about Grad
telephone was
before.
invented. The next two digits you dial are the area code for the city of Mirova.
Okay.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Okay.
1117361.
Okay.
Your fingers keep moving like a spider every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal.
There's
Like
more?
yes.
Oh, shit.
451
Holy shit.
67451.
Why? There's none
You
of them
are
had that many
going
numbers.
deeper now, into some unknown place,
Okay.
far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many
Yeah.
numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection.
What?
An ultra-long distance call.
Yeah.
Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones. Calling, calling in the night.
Yeah.
The saddest sound in the world.
Damn.
Both pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rising with each ring.
What the fuck is that?
Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Why? Okay. Hang it up.
You can't. Some strange force is keeping the headset glued to your hand. Your ear listening to the ring in the speaker. Calling, 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 calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Gam?
Hello?
Is this like that one lady from the... Why is it? I can't do anything. In the last faithful Kingsman, I will... For the Savior shall I will turn back and see, I will reverse time. I want to die. Your voice is beautiful. Who is this?
Dora. Who is this?
Connection.
The connection is bad.
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you. To make it possible to live.
What?
And fight.
Your voice is beautiful.
No. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
I'm the last faithful Kingsman. I will free the city of Revachol. I will turn back the sea. I will reverse time. Or should I say I want to die? I'll say that.
You're not a Kingsman, Harry. You're drunk.
What?
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God.
Turn the white noise howls. Are you there? Hey.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
I want to talk to you about who I am. You sound like you know me. You're Morova, right? Where are you going in 2 hours? I'm the law. I'm a detective. I'm going to case. There's a hangman. I'm doing a case. There's a hangman. You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about
Oh, my head.
that we haven't talked about already?
I don't know.
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Where are you? No. Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
Where?
The academy, where I work.
The academy. It sounds better than my job. I'm happy.
No response.
Come on.
Only
I
a sigh.
kind of thought I might.
The connection crackles
Fuck.
like burning paper.
You're Morova, right?
Yes, I'm in my rover. Sleeping.
I'm a detective. I'm going in case. It's a hanged man.
She does not answer anymore.
Can you help me solve it? I need to solve it. They won't take me back if I can't. I'm gonna solve it.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
Damn. Okay. That was my lady. We'll leave it at that for now. Okay. Cam, you didn't see any of that. That didn't happen. We're gonna go check. We're gonna go in the church, I guess. Check up here for anything. Oh, what? Yeah, okay. Fucking sound.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper
Yeah,
used
okay.
this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
The tower.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
Took a shot there.
It's
yeah.
not possible to climb that ladder. And even if
that's
it
true.
were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
Look over the water to the wing.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. The light is off on the 3rd floor of the whirling in rags. The young woman is gone in precinct 57. Safe, closed off. Her form no longer moves behind the glass there.
Maybe with the campfire. Yeah.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger?
I don't know.
Perhaps. But anyone could have made this.
That's true.
The coast is specked with fire this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out biddable prime, was it?
Yes. Okay. More money in there? That'd be funny. What's that tie? Yeah. I don't want it. Okay, so it was here, the boardwalk, and it says the island. I don't remember what the fuck that meant. It was like, yeah, it was see here at Land's End. Maybe the church. Was that one by the island like over? Fuck, I don't remember. I really don't. Try go back to the boardwalk actually. I want to investigate the spots before going to the church here. Actually, now that I think about it, isn't this a boardwalk? I'm so stupid. I wonder if they got the body. Hopefully they did. They did get the body. Okay, good. Someone's here on the point of viewer. It's a long way down to death. 20 minutes strong. 20 minutes at least. Oh my god. Can't see past all that shit though. So that would make sense. That isn't. There's only 2 boardwalks. Come on. Necessity-driven architectural designs at first glance. I think is what it said. Son of a bitch. What? To get... Maybe right there? Get over here. What? Okay, let's see. Let's see where they go. I think they're just gonna stand in front of the boardwalk. They're not gonna get up there. Maybe we'll go up left there. See if I can get there somehow. Even though I don't think they would get a shot from there. Yeah, I'm under it. Like, what the fuck? There's a way to get in that building. So I can interact with those stairs. I don't... Check island for the bullet traces. I wish I could look at the damn thing I had. My god. Can I... let me check the bullet again. Fuck it. You know, why not?
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a
Okay, never mind. Alright, fuck it. We're going in the truck. I really don't know.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning? Sure. What's on your mind? Yes, they even...
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps remind...
Yes. To lure in, they start... Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well. They used them. What's the Mars...
A short-lived...
It's a beautiful... I tried to get Mikhail... They used them for military... What's the Mars...
A short-lived...
It's a beautiful... I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Actually, no.
Buckle up.
10 years ago...
Wait. Did he? He did it. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And who the hell are...
The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Arts.
Actually, I think there is. No, it's too much. He's joking.
In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in... But perhaps I should return to the tape computers.
Made of black film and folding tape structure.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic... Who knows? Maybe. But of course. What else?
I'm not gonna get anything, but I want to look at it.
You see.
I see. That's blindfolded. Damn, son. I just don't know. Don't understand. Wait. Oh, I was about to like. I go through here. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Not through that. Not through that. Oh no, it's under. No. Okay. One more time. I don't know. I'm just. I'm confused.
There's some tear. An empty two.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine.
Fucking. Oh. Alright, I guess we will go in the church.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you.
Okay.
The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation
Sorry.
appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
We made over the beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
Look at the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood.
Oh.
Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
Probably the hooligans.
Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
So Mr. Ryback comes in handy.
Maybe we should look for another way in first. The church has seen enough mistreatment.
Okay.
There is a touch of something in his voice. Hard to say what.
A religious man?
How about we go and check out that tent again?
Inspect this. Look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth.
Smiling
You're
face
pretty
with
sure you
upside
haven't
eyes.
seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
Oh, okay. What does it look like to you then?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay. What is suggestive of doing this here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
What other doors do you like?
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling.
I don't think that's going to work.
Let's try to peel it off.
Your hands are clammy from the sea air. The piece of sticker keeps slipping away.
Kim, could I have the counter check? My hands are wet.
The lieutenant hands you a blue handkerchief. He looks a little dismayed when he gets it back crumpled. However, it should be easier to peel the sticker off now.
Let's try it.
There's nothing
God.
like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Throw it in the wind. I'll put it in the ledger.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
Okay, we'll do what Kim said. We'll go talk to those hooligans again. Ask them about the church. Speak with her cell first.
Hello again.
Maybe not. Okay. I guess I'll turn the light on. It's kind of dark in here. I wasn't even charging it anyway. Oh my god. Oh, he's. Oh, it's like Andre's gone.
Hi again. Have you changed your mind? You changed your mind, right?
Just put the padlock on the door.
Yes. I asked Noy to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation. I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
How long have people locked in there?
Not long, like a week maybe.
How are you sure they haven't starved?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
That's okay.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
85% is not good enough when people are dealing with other physical well-being. 85% is good enough for all lives. Andrew, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
Okay,
I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
I get by. Now, where was I with that bad luck?
He nods attentively.
What about the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
Only if he promises to look into the spookers in the church.
Okay.
Officer, I apologise. Noid doesn't always understand the joy of giving for the sake of giving. I think it may have something to do with his childhood.
Just give me the key.
Brilliant! Noid, the key!
All right.
Catch the key as it flies towards you. Oh, let's try it.
It's as if time is frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air. Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Don't ruin the core by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face without with them.
Blam! Straight in the eye. Straight in the old eye orb.
Are you kidding me?
The looking ball.
Great.
A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye.
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited. Threw him too hard. I'm sorry.
He looks like he's genuinely sorry. He didn't throw them better.
Well, I hate this. I can only say that. Meet a cop. That's the use of lethal force.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
I don't need your pity. No, that's at least... I'll take it.
I hope that settles it. Or wait. The key?
Okay.
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry for the mishap.
We were talking about the padlock, I think.
Yeah.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know.
Nothing.
As always.
Huh? I see you're here again. Offside, man. Did I mention...
This young speed freak, his look is intensely suspicious.
Can you tell me anything about the sticker?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Okay, it's a yellow circle, a human face with X's on the eyes and a smile underneath it. I think the X's mean the eyes.
Good, good. What did you want to know?
Is it a dead smiling guy?
Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right. And I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
What does it mean?
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths.
Okay.
The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
Sure. I'm sure he is.
Simplicity was brought to us by classical solarist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him.
Haunting him.
The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
Seems awesome.
It is. I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Don't think so. Big bad frequencies are extremely negative. Thought suppression, dream implantation, memory revision. Pretty out there stuff. Not sure I want to get involved with it.
There is fear there, but also curiosity.
Yeah.
He just needs a reason to help you.
Besides, our own signs aren't even synced yet. So how am I supposed to get you synced up with a big bed? It don't make any sense, law lover.
Alright. I have the key now, so that's all that matters. Alright, Kim, let's go.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Here we go. The last place I have yet to explore in this town. Well, except that other building, for the most part. Alright. That was a false statement, I guess. Whoa. Strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Okay, then I will do that. More of a fork-laying pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. There's the recording equipment with this music. Ooh. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. Figure was added later. It's not part of the original church. Yeah, it's like it's carved in the thing. Sounds familiar. This music. I don't know. Seems familiar to me. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Really opposite. I'm drawn to the left side, but I feel I'm gonna go to right. A bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing.
Shooting clever hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total.
Oh,
somehow.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
This is like dampen the sound right here?
It's unnerving.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then
he can't
he
hear
leans
me.
Closer.
These bowls of water, they're selling like sequence. Is it
Can you hear anything?
Not really an extraordinary experience, anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Maybe they wanted to discourage singing. It's probably nothing. It's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply. But you can sense him tense up next to you.
Walk up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
I'll try. I've just failed every check so far. This is fucking ridiculous. A fan? A single-bladed fan? What the fuck?
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height. It's like you see your own face reflected back at you in the vanishing geometry. A strange, alien image that's supposed to be you.
Blank. Okay.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you
that ain't
with
Measurehead,
dark
like
eyes.
I thought.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Okay. So drawn flowers, the glass obscuring the view. Figure drawn. Frost logo depicting a deer. A scarf. Spider spun us over around the carved pillar. Some shoes. Money. A portal of harem. Whoa, she tape recorder. Or it is possible recording yourself. Maybe. 2 decks of real tape spinning on empty. I assume that's a place I go, so I'm not gonna go in there yet.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
A radio computer. And it's turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but what is this strange thing?
A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
A quaint little box of radio waves.
You're right. Someone's siphoning electrical current from the outside into this antenna. Alright, let's talk to the creature. The sound is back.
Is that a man?
Yeah.
Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently. The Crab Man.
Are you the crab man?
The man leans forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze.
Tiago?
Then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
What?
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Yeah.
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Well, no, I can remember. Yeah, I guess that would be a problem. I mean, yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem. It's been getting out of hand.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Well, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Okay.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
For some reason, I feel like you have a point there. You know, alcohol is central to my identity. If I wouldn't drink, it just wouldn't be me. It's just stupid. It's all well and good, but we need to talk about that unlicensed occupation. Ecclesiastic? I don't know. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? No, just. Yeah.
It doesn't matter who I am, Way. I'm just bringing you the message of the mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness.
His words echo in the cold air of the church.
This is the church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
So he's gently the beams waiting for you to take it all in.
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
Was it Ruby? That would make sense. Ruby, is Ruby here? Do you know where the other spooker is? Some ravers wants to transpose into a nightclub. I'm going to ask you again to meet the crab man. Do you know anything about the other spooker? Yeah.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Studious? Wait, so there is another person in the church. And it's a viejita.
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is.
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you have nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Some ravers want to transpose to a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Do you have a reason to be?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
Though he used to, a long time ago.
Trying to transpose to a nightclub, I have to say it's a good idea. You should support it.
Absolutely, man. Wouldn't bother me none to have them spin music in here. I'm usually way up there, imbibing.
What is it?
Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
I gotta ask you again. Are you the crab man?
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
What were you before you became crab man?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I don't remember too, but I like it. So you used to be in a gang, but you really don't remember it. Sounds good. So if you're losing a memory, a certain portent of doom.
Nah, Ese, it's not like that. Best thing that could happen to you, losing your memory.
Damn, of course I should have said that.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellas, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
I don't know, but names are out. I don't care, but my name's Harry. So I'm agreeing.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He ignores your hand while his limbs are mere shadows below the ceiling. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Show him, yeah. Are these yours?
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Okay.
They look pretty dapper, actually.
What will happen once you drink from the first
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed.
Okay.
Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
Who's the mother sounds you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, I said. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes.
I still don't understand what you're doing.
And no one ever will.
How did you find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
Still don't know what you're doing here.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
It's not really. It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if there's. She's mother of child. Singing is good. I'm a bit of a singer myself.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart.
Son of a bitch.
You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
You sure you didn't just switch? No. Right, I had other questions.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, sir. So, almost certainly Ruby is the one that's here.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Kneel.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass. The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse?
Probably both.
She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You.
Oh.
No, she doesn't care about you. She only cares about her shiny sovereign's orb and her silk robes and getting to the aerodrome on time to leave.
It's morning.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
Try the visual calculus.
The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that splits the female figure.
Okay,
Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emulsion. What it said, you do not know. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
Wow, okay.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir Laclais. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
Yes! Big bummer! Boring history! Gotta keep it light, man. Keep it moving. Get fucked up instead.
Where's this coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
Fuck this pain, Bratan. It's unhealthy.
You can't listen
No,
to that.
you must know.
Yeah, but, okay, what else? What's just
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state, a scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
Oh my God, what?
It was on her advice that Irene Le Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress.
Well,
that is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
was there something terrifying about it?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
How about her? I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers.
What?
She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
Ooh, that's not...
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity.
This is sounding more and more bad.
She adored chess, yes,
Okay.
but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny
real
tin soldier
Lelouch of her
between
time.
her index finger and thumb, in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacific, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
She's not human.
Okay. This church, the coast in general, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in. We should conclude our business and move on.
An imperceptible tinge of fear. The lieutenant is afraid of the church. He does not know why, but he is.
Yes. I wasn't sure before, but this must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez. It's called the Small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew this place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials.
Damn.
We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
Yeah.
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism?
Might be.
There it is again. A small pang of guilt. It's time to ask him what happened here.
Do you know why it's been?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces.
We could target this right.
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
I'm not sure.
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I guess I could have been here.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
You can't be you a follower.
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Okay. Oh, it gives me plus visual calculus.
The mother of humanisms.
Wow, there ain't shit in here though. Well, that.
A machine stand. The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can sense that he doesn't like you meddling with the machine.
We did not learn much from that at all. Not as much as I thought we would. And I don't want to fuck with the machine because I'm sure that'll alert Ruby? Yeah, Ruby. Okay, I guess I'll talk to those kids again. Let them know that they can fucking set up their nightclub. Fucking burnouts. How about you? Tell me anything. Anything, please.
Hello again.
Fuck. God. I hate these kids. I fucked up so much with them. They won't tell me shit. Alright.
Huh? I see you're here.
No. It's alright.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
about the church. I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh, man. Who is he? What did you think?
He gave me his odd lecture about alcoholism before rambling on. You were right. He's a true narcomaniac. And wait. No. Seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Clearly enjoys physical activity. There's something sinister. No, I don't think so. Just preaching and praying for the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
No.
Yeah. Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Yeah, so actually, he told me that he wouldn't mind to have a nightclub.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
You're just going to have to live with the crabman. Don't worry, I don't think he'll really give a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light!
Egghead, what's up?
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I did not see her.
But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? Anyway, do let us know if you see her.
Okay.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news.
Well,
yeah.
You want me to figure out where this other lady is before you go in?
I see you're here again.
Yeah. All of our signs.
Now. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
What?
You heard me.
Okay. Okay, you still gonna say the same shit? We're close, says the young man with the two.
True, hard, full, car. Hardcore, hardcore, internally coherent. All car.
He furrows his.
Hardcore. The question is, what is the question? But there was a.
I hate Egghead. I fucking hate him. You say anything to him and he's like, well, no. Like, it's just the opposite. And I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? Yet for some reason he seems like the most intelligent out of all of them. I don't understand. I just realized I'm monitor capturing. Whoops. Oh, that doesn't. I mean, it's not as bright. I don't. What can I do even now? Look into the spookers in the church. Well, I did that. My fucking god. Alright, I'll fuck with the machine. Well. Fuck out. Fuck with the machine. Horribly. Oh,
Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
What?
You have the Headless Fallen Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
Okay, win it back. I can't win her back and she's almost dead. As long as historical figure. Sure.
So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't sell it. I did keep it, although I thought it would be for Kuno. Offer the figurine to Dolores. Dolores will find the figurine. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll offer it to her.
The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex wax painting. On a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of why?
Because she's stained glass went out.
That does seem to be a problem.
Well,
maybe you meant something else.
Like what? Is the text?
I don't know.
Still on?
What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already.
Come on, reaction speed.
Only a strange little sadness remains. The mother of humanism towers above you.
Okay.
A machine stands in the court. The lieutenant doesn't say anything. You
What's
see
behind it?
fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open.
I have a bad feeling.
The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March.
Print.
Nothing happens.
Play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no, it was already glowing and now it's also making a sound? It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned
Oh, that's
hall
not good.
until a voice speaks out, crackling and old,
Will it be that lady
cutting
that I keep
into
fucking
the air.
talking to? It's like her voice is fucked up.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
What's the personal log? What are you, a machine or are you alive? Sure.
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my
Okay.
name is Yvonne. Now please repeat. Is this the personal log?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are paranoid.
Well, my partner here tells me that you're here because the radio computer guys are all paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident.
Okay.
As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by herself.
Yeah, doesn't it get lonely?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely?
What do you mean?
I get to talk all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea.
I guess.
That's why she does this.
I'm not much company, I would say. This man is not.
Now, please tell me why you're calling Fortress Accident.
Okay, what's the personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core.
Alright, thanks for the explanation.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register the...
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That sounds familiar.
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about the company?
One moment.
Here for the catalog before she reads out the studious care.
Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Also conception. And what's that? This interactive call in radio game.
Any other questions?
Okay. She didn't. Alright, she straight up ignored that. Alright. Thanks. We'll log
Goodbye,
off for now.
Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is...
Okay, let's go talk to the crab man. Figure out what, if he can give us any information.
Oh, hey, Wei. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Okay. Have you any chance heard the Vieta say the password or radio?
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Yes, I need it.
Surveys are a good way to
Why
fish
do you
for
do that,
personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to survey password and task with identifying regional trends and interest of public safety, of course.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
That is true. But what comes after death?
Nothing.
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it. I think we're done here, Essay.
Oh.
That was an interesting conversation.
Yep.
However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
I feel like it is some way. Don't you fret, Kim. I feel like this is important.
The machine's keyboard, the speak.
Good afternoon.
Show the password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Okay.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Oh, that's it.
Goodbye, Fortress accident.
Okay.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
There ain't no narcotics in here.
See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving.
Yeah, it is, but still. What's the matter? God, it still picks up my fucking breath. I hate that shit.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
Well, right. Well, it's almost certainly connecting to that fucking airship thing that Sunday friend talked about.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Okay then.
Artists, yet again, harassing citizens, stealing badges, occupying public spaces with installations, like the one here. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
They're
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Who are these people?
Her friends? Colleagues?
Well,
she must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
it's okay. She worked for the fucking R&D company, probably. Data loss is probably from the
Seems like
revolution
something to do with radio
The
computers.
invasion.
Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault.
Maybe not.
Let's just keep reading.
12th of February, 51.
Yeah,
Brought some
51,
food
that happened a
from the
long time
grocery
ago.
store.
Yeah,
Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not
Okay,
happy to
that's
see the Martinez people again.
Okay, that's pretty recent.
Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
Yeah.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow.
Oh.
It swallows sound.
Yeah.
Need to get some mics.
So it is that specific spot, it just kills.
Is she talking about?
Yeah.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
Then is that why he's so high up? Then
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence.
Yeah.
Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
Right. What could it be? Look, the water basins are behind it.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music. One neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
Did she not know she wasn't alone?
That disco man must be a cell.
Yeah. She must be describing herself.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable.
Like
noodles, crackers, ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum. Also some canned air. Interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
Oh, hello.
A string makes straight for the radio computer.
God, that scared the shit out of me. Okay. Oh my god, the noise. Hey there, Suna. What's up? Reading your private documents. Oh. Okay.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yep. Okay.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're here on a side case representing certain music revenue. We're not just breaking in, I'm pursuing mysteriously searching for my lost identity. I don't know. We are here for a side case representing certain music revenue. Yeah, I'll do the side case. No.
You won't find any answers from here.
She barely looks up at the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
No, I probably have.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Wait for her to reboot her machine. Alright, but enough time.
What is it?
So hunch over the keyboard, gently illuminated by the pure machine. I didn't break anything, did I? Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here? Who are you?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
Okay.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Why are you so new? She's in place. What are you doing in the abandoned church? I used to feel love that entitled music. Not paying. It's not a paying job, but would you help contact close worship? Ooh, yeah, that would help. What are you doing in the abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
Is it a hint of amusement at times? I suppose I need to know what you're doing here. Everybody compliments. Complaints from your neighbors. Complaints.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, what?
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said.
Right.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
What does that exactly mean?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
Give me what are you even talking
What
about?
do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure
Non-existence?
something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in a conversation without hearing.
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Does it mean that we're now living in a world that levels in it? I can't even understand. We're talking about something that doesn't exist. Let me measure it. I don't know. I'm not here for some science. I just want to solve murder so I can go home. I'll do the
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
The hole. Okay, the silence is what she's referring to. That's the hole in the world.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
No. Definitely has to do with the crabman. Almost certainly.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
Do you have any idea where this hole might be located? Right back
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
there. Yeah. She looks back, eyes trying to pierce the pitch black heights above, without much success. Damn, and I tried to do that earlier. That was a red check.
Strange things may flourish in the dark.
I wish I fucking succeeded that. Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease.
Yep.
I've named it the Swallow.
Yeah.
And the higher
we
you go,
read that.
the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the crabman lived.
I know.
Oh, you do know, okay. You don't think crabman would be somehow responsible?
No, I don't.
Neither do I, really.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands type in hundreds of commands into the machine.
Well, I guess she could infer what I mean by the crabman, but you said your research isn't going well. Why?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
Yeah.
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
We're not going to do that. That's all I wanted to know about this scary 2 millimeter hole in the world for now.
Great. Thanks.
Why are there so many machines?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Water. How about the bowl of water, yeah?
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
What do you need antenna for?
I use the AR1 as my RAIN prefect's processing unit.
I don't understand.
RAIN prefect is my radio computer.
And that antenna is its processing unit?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
Well, no. Is that shocking to you? Like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. I don't really know much about anything in this world, to be honest.
Alright. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Okay. And the AR1 is a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far
Probably
I've been
should ask
quite
that question,
satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been
Unstable in
surprisingly
many
stable.
ways.
But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians.
Okay.
Anyway,
Whatever that means.
you should do some research before you decide to buy anything.
I don't think I will.
Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieux dedicated to that sort of thing.
Thank you for the advice, but
She liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves.
Alright, what are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
Working on what,
Could you-
bitch?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, I'll get to this first. It's not a paying job, but you can help me contact the Coalition Warship Archer.
Do I look like someone who has time for side projects at this moment?
I don't know. I mean, I've been doing them. I've been trying to solve a murder, and I've been doing millions of side projects.
If you want her help, maybe you should help her first.
How? This is just like a chain of like help this person, and then to help them I need to help this other person, and then I need to help this other person, and then it'll just back end all the way through. Have you ever seen the Crabman?
Nope.
You just told me you knew he existed. Yeah, you know he's around.
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like you're not worried about him at all.
No, you're right. I'm not.
Okay. How do you feel about the music?
What? I hate it.
Okay.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you even listened to it? Like, actually listened to it?
Yeah. Like, all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they?
I'll be honest, yeah, they're fucking incessant. I would kill myself if I lived in that tent.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind, it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping.
I mean,
no idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
I mean, it's not bad, that bad. Right. But how do you feel about a club for adapting music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
I think they do want to build a nightclub, but they also got some other motives, ulterior motives in that. What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
The youth center would be nice, a petting zoo for animals, maybe some community space to help the elderly. I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub or end on music. They said it was their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Yeah, I know, Kim.
The Swallow, you mean? What about it?
Anything to do with ghosts?
Ghosts? No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts.
What about other supernatural shit?
I don't believe in them either.
What not many know is necroplasmics. That's probably wise. Not believing in them.
Great. What are we talking about?
It's the whole kind
and
of
why? Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Okay,
Great.
That was it. Okay. Tell Andre about Suna's thoughts on the nightclub. I can't offer. I'll try it again. I need to get my visual calculus up again.
The mother of human.
I need to reconstruct what happened here. Oops. Whatever, it's too late. I ran in the church. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to grab something. Back into Repsol. I'll talk to the fuckers.
Hello again.
All right.
Hi again. So, how things going? Yes? What's the deal?
So, from the lead program approaches. Yep.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
Said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place.
I mean, you've lied to me before, but not excessively. I don't know.
Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
Maybe I'm feeling it.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Ja oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it?
Dropping it.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
That sucks for you, Noid.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Helping her out.
Unity! Dance!
Until the project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, no quality solution.
Look at you, Honor Man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
Yeah.
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
Okay.
The lines in the dark exist! Coexist! At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard.
Jesus.
He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like anodic dance music?
Shape Blue does not really truly despise it.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I can try convincing her.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend. Goodbye, officer.
Okay. Convince her to help, you know, to work with them, or kick her the fuck out. Okay. Oh, fuck. God. Fucking lizards. Oh my God.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
You don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Okay, what's this?
Good.
Anything to help suggestion? I have a negative one in suggestion. The white satin shirt.
Yes, what is it?
Please.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Well, maybe I can help you with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
If I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live at a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery.
Yeah, it sucks
Touches
here, doesn't it?
her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
My old workspace, do you mean the studio Fortress accident in the office building on Plaza?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Oh. You mean,
That's her name, I believe.
and what exactly is the offset copy?
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there.
Ice bear fridge? Okay.
Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
What is offset copy? Why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's
Radio
stored on a
game?
filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
Okay. She points to the blinky. Alright.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Why can't you go to get the film yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse, whatever that means.
Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have
Oh, wow.
never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
It's only because of socioeconomic situation.
Yes, but she literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Reim Civic. I'm not making this up.
Well,
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the offsite copy. All right?
All right.
Thanks. And here's my Kvalsund multitool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Holy shit. Oh god, that was disgusting. Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck outside, damn it. Let's go! Oh, well, so that back there. Does it seem like there's more snow than usual? I never noticed that. I think, yeah. So barge in there and be like, listen here, you stupid bitch, I need to get in the back room.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of a Fridge. No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
No.
For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge. Seems like you have to find your own...
Alright.
The curtains, tattered with...
Open.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Alright, scroll louder, petting her fingers, nervously playing with her tail.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Is this the curse? That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Just a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
Okay, so what's in there has a will, and it wants you to enter? This is bad.
But I sense this place calling. Investigate beyond. This is calling for me. I must investigate beyond.
You do? My God. Even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Alright, I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Rip them open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Wow, it actually looks very fucking spooky back here. Ghostly silhouettes of hairdresser. Hairdryer. Okay, Kim is not going to be back here. Looks like Guillaume de la Million, the hair poster. Kim
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you,
bunch of
covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down?
The Destroyer. Forest franchise.
That's right. Take in your surroundings.
Take your surroundings?
The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish. But the path to the door is clear. It's made of a solid block of wood. But that's right. Steady breathing. The room, it's made of a holy echo. No one is there.
That scared the fuck out of me.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Well.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the doorframe. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side.
Are you kidding me?
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Especially the door getting wordless. I'm a little scared. Honestly, this end of this part of the game is like getting a little ominous, a little terrifying. Nobody's in here. It's a gym. Just stripping. Punching bag. Shot put ball. Sure. Saw that. What's this? Just fortress. The rest is worn off. Worn out bars. They look safe.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with.
Yeah.
Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life.
What is this place?
It's another rope on the veil. Looks like a gym to me.
I think you're right, though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
I'm sure it's a regular abandoned house, nothing mysterious. What if it's the reason why it wants me to freeze?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's...
Host, didn't mean to cut you off, Kim. Alright. Always blocked the old window panes and debris. Oh, that's terrifying. The fucking music. Heals in full strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, self-mounted. Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. Airship rotors covered with spider webs. They remind you of blades. Looks like the remains of the 24th window repair shop. Money. Shit is moving around in here. Naked man and torso, strange yellow color. But where's the colors that used to display?
A dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame, forgotten and unused. Its keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Another radio computer. just sitting here without anyone inside.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Print.
Nothing happens.
Play.
Nothing happens.
Play.
Nothing.
Inside.
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
The shadows freak me the fuck out.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there.
Part of the game.
Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
Photos?
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine.
Oh.
A much-needed respite from our own
Very
world.
similar things.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Yeah.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
What?
You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona.
Yeah.
No longer a mere man,
But a Welkin.
but a welkin.
This is like a fucking, like they made their own world, like some J.R. Tolkien.
One of
shit.
the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine it.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist.
They made their own D&D
The
campaign.
note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Oh boy.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Yeah. focus purposes.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Yes, that's true. This has been educational. Let's move on from the book.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what?
All gone.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being? The symbols seem very esoteric. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
How do I know what the occasion mosaic is supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Medical here? This may be a elaborate piece of art.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program.
Who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
If it's a game, who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station,
Okay,
it looks like.
It's such an odd game. I don't understand how
All
that
of
works.
this is gone, left
Right.
unrealized.
Right.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious the project became.
Why do they stay?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. Why does art inspire you so much?
It does, yes, but what is it?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Fit into the world of art?
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
Because I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Okay, if I go art critic, then I need to free from repetition, so be it.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and...
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's out, yeah. I think it was the radio game.
Yes, I got that. What I meant was, what were they trying to achieve with this damn game? What were their ambitions? Because this here looks rather advanced.
He has respect and curiosity for this failed endeavor. This is way above your tiny little policeman head.
I don't know, I'm not an artist.
Okay, well, I think it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games.
D&D.
Only these people were trying to automate it. make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
How were they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
This would be kind of awesome if this was real. To have like state, like you could call in and then somebody's like overseeing the whole story and they could like make it connect from all these little different other people. That's actually pretty cool. If it could be coordinated and work. I mean, it's very fucking complex. It'd be so hard to do.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with heat death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately.
I would if I had it.
This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
I don't think they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money. The world cold lonely. Do we have any money? Do we have any money? Let's give them money. Yeah. The world's cold lonely. Let's keep going. Let's finish this. Let's finish it. Yeah.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
He says, looking around the derelict room, the pipes howl and the rat crosses the room.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Oh, blue velvet, softly touched, moth bitten. Is this Emma's? I tell you. Excuse the substitution from the layer. Steel rotor blades bearing slipstream logo. Production schedule, filament memory. Whoa. Scrolled across the notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Shit! Didn't mean to do that? Alright. Whoa. Let's go back real quick.
Yes?
No, nothing. Let's go back. That looks like a lot. It's a fucking giant bear. Use a puddle of melting snow. Oh, okay, somebody's been here then recently. The postcard. What's this?
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
Okay, before we go there, we'll go to the other room. Actually, you know what? No, fuck it, we'll go here first.
As before, what an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. Still nothing.
Even harder.
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
I could try.
Thanks. In any case, there's no way we can get in right now.
Oh boy. Okay, if I get hurt again, I will die. When we get in here, we're gonna save. I wanted to save the game, save the fucking game. Okay. Stop that. Money. Oh my Jesus, damn it. I thought it was a healing item gained. Yeah. What? Oh, that's the fridge. That's the bear fridge. Okay.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it. It looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Okay, what's this furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages.
A thick layer of it's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
Murder of the hangman talking. I'm not sure I can, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
Maybe.
We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Sure.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
Recursion of ancient Elmerian warrior.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
No, you're a proud warrior.
Don't wipe it.
Keep it. These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm.
Okay.
It would be foolish to remove them.
We're exploring this dark place and I need the protection of warpaint to be
And this protects you.
This is a traditional warpaint. It will grant me safe passage with the spirits. It gives you confidence. That's all that matters.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper carnivore. Be careful.
Oh God, okay.
The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? This must be the giant ice bear fridge that Suna mentioned. Look inside. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge, but where's the filament memory? It's not here. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets, keeping it on the door.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to sell ice cream for this server?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
No, because it's still running. Yeah, And the lieutenant points to the red skinny cable running from
The fridge buzzes with energy.
Examine the ice cream.
That a friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
I can see that. Hey, close the door. First, let me check the note.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
Lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
Do you know where the frozen ice cream?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge. Sulislav. Wasn't he one of Miss Lukanen's Kilda's co-workers? I remember coming across this name when we were reading her personal log.
I don't know who that is. Ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. Well, that's it right there. Flashlight casts a strong shadow in the doorway here. Frozen ice cream maker story.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. This orange machine turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Okay then.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Very smart. Opening the lid should be much easier after the ice cream maker has defrosted.
Intercom wires running from the breaker box. Insane mesh tank top. Collapse. Cellar window. People's feet shuffling on the street. Oh, okay. Rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Rifles. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Okay, there's guns all in here.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Shine the light.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
Is that the murder weapon?
Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
Take this one, yeah.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Could the murder we're looking for be similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
What does it mean?
It means there are firearms, breech loaders, still lying around in Martinez. This could prove useful in our case against Ruby for Titus. Men are easily swayed by the sight of a rifle.
He likes this find. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank. This orange machine is dead. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewaltsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
Go.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen Kilde as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament?
Oh. We're here. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. It's connected.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on. As before, this is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Oh god.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
I got a sequence about it. I really put in the fridge down Sometimes it is necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
Yep. What are you talking about? It's just a door.
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
She closes her eyes and starts moving something to her pendant. I'm sorry I didn't know about the curse. Curse, but I thought your curse wasn't real. I thought the curse wasn't real.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Her facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
I didn't see her, but I sensed her.
You did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, that's part of the central. Her voice is coming from there.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery, too.
That's right.
Okay, but please, only a few
Why don't you just
questions.
tell me right away what the
You
curse
would. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words. Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of that?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Oh.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales. 15%.
Sure.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
What about the wards in the back of the door? There's so many.
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
Oh, obviously. How does this curse manifest?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Okay. A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit
It's
store.
the curse of financial distress,
Oh.
of ruin,
Okay.
and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Annette mentioned that the previous tenants had experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Probably
Sounds familiar.
102, what does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
All right.
The woman looks
done. Let me talk to your daughter real quick. I'm sure she has nothing to say, but...
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for...
That door is busted. I don't need that. I don't need that.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
No, you're rubbing it.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Interesting. What should they start with and what should they have?
That's a good question.
What strange imagination? Yeah, they still fail. How sad. That's just speculation. We don't know anything for sure. Yeah.
Reality is ruthless.
What a weird conceptualization. Alright.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Motor small and I'm dressed like. Oh, that's awesome. Alright.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
Are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Let's go. Why we walking? Why we walking? Oh, it is open. Oh, wow. Hello. This tray is full of dice. Colorfully poly... Oh! You're part of the company. The candy dispenser has been reproduced to contain thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
The bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emeralds lighting shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Do people come here to buy dice?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
What do you mean by Amelia?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She puts the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
I haven't knocked on the window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Yeah. As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
No, you need to advice, yeah.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Like the order after me.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
With my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
2 poly, red and blue,
Police colors.
Police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. There are
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
Sure.
Mr. Smooth Moves.
Nice.
You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Actually, you've done this 1,000 times.
What are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. Think of them as your lucky charm, officer.
She smiled at you. She smiled. You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in Martinez.
That's true.
Was there anything else?
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Okay.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like them?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. True. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Where are we now? Who's this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Just looks at the ruddy bricks and the makeup of the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. Does it mean she's unlawfully occupying a part of the house?
Yeah.
Shameful.
Creative.
Do you know anything about the other tenants?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Mr. Kuno needs.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
A little ginger grandma who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks at the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Kids that went so far, it didn't really work, didn't it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
Yeah, definitely.
At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Yeah, you never know.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Found rollerblades and skis.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with her hand.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. that he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees Lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just the props. Why return them?
There's a terrified Daxon, yes.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Yeah, what were they?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
What?
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Yeah.
Fritta does the same thing.
Just like that, she works the cashier. She's only particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
Didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either.
Oh.
And half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Well, okay, so malformed is fine. Partially melted.
Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Is the market doing its job?
Maybe. Because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean.
Okay.
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Okay.
Sounds cool. Scary. But cool.
Very cool, but I don't want to hear about Megatherion?
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
What's Mega Wild Beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Oh, okay.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck. Strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
What?
Do you feel like your vision beast is trying to blackmail fun out of you? Nothing. Coffin. Go to die.
Right.
She doesn't look entirely convinced.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad, finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly.
Anything else? Another fail beat.
Mannequins,
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
What? Alright, yeah.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials.
Okay.
Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I like insects.
Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
I know that.
Trust me, you don't want to know.
I can already.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. Yeah, don't.
Spear hair salon?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
We should have been more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Oh, okay.
Anything else?
Strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
Yeah,
they were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
Doesn't go forever, which makes sense.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean by that?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Yeah.
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind the curtains of a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic. And to show up to work on time.
Right.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
You're right, they should have just tried harder. Yeah, everything. It's bad, I supported them. The project was great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
Just a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
Okay, I can't look at it yet. But it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
Slipstream. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
Did I speak to a ghost?
Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She's used from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Very.
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
Yeah, I just got made fun.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
You still have the pinball, is that all really?
Yes, I've heard it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure. Before my time. I'm not surprised, however.
You know, this is something the cafeteria manager might want to know.
My advice? Don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball. I don't know this guard, but something tells me he won't. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Why would Slipstream SEA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense. I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening.
Actually,
good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
You know a place called the Dune commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain they happen to all the other companies then? Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is forming malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Just to expect her under to keep it going, yeah.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
The whirling rat isn't doing well either. It's a waitress. It took off. The customers have trouble paying bills.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at the messy work table. All kinds of tools lie scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea.
No.
Yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Oh my God,
maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse will get to you. For the first time with the thermite, you can see.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
God, I can't. I've never had that happen. If this thing, am I good? Am I okay? If this thing doesn't move or sense movement for a while, it'll shut down. I've never had that happen before. Holy shit. Okay. She leans forward in her chair, straight her face. What do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm still not sure this world's a puzzle place.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises inside.
A demon would say that.
Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her. Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Fucking ride or die till it does.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Well, then there's pawning off stuff to the Skyroy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit, and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I've made some kills.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth?
Okay.
But you still hustle 24/7.
Wow.
Ride or die. Now, ask yourself.
What?
Are you rich?
No, I'm not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Cops keep pressing on fucking text, man. I don't know. The system's broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I don't know why.
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Nah.
Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
A little bit.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it. Actual art degree. Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime. Should literally be tried for war crimes. Resolutely shit. Lacking in imagination. Uninformed reimagining of. Lip-wristed, premature, ill-informed attempt at. Talentless fuckfest. Recidivistic shit peddler. Pedantic, listless, savagely boring. Just one repulsive laugh after another.
I don't. What the fuck? What? Oh, shivers. Okay. That's it.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
Where's Irvin's feel?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here. She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty
What you know
kerchief.
about the lynch, bitch?
Nothing really.
Your window,
I
right?
didn't know him.
Okay.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, Detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
Would it?
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
And you never took your eyes off the work?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Yes?
No, nothing, Kim. Alright, I'll talk to Plaisance. And I think I'll go. Where the fuck am I? Oh god, we need that. Yeah, we need right here, okay. Talk to Plaisance. And then I'm gonna run up back to Suna. And then we'll probably end it there. Right before I talk to her, I'm gonna stand right there and then because then I feel like that'll just start a cascade. Hopefully, if that can help her, if I don't have to do another fucking task for her. Alright, Plaisance, I found your fucking ghost.
What have you found?
Talk to the entity
And
you
also,
told me about. Her
do
name is
buy the books.
Mia, and she's
There
an
may be
dice maker.
a
I don't give a
novelty
fuck.
dice maker. Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm.
Jesus.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
There's actually more willing to pulling strings in the rotten age. Perhaps Israel will cause
A third order presence, yes.
A great dark relief washes over her.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in the presence of my daughter. I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
Thanks.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Absolutely.
Yes, the venture continues. In other waters. Darker waters.
Should we get out of here? Before...
Goodbye. Okay, I have something to take away. I was like, why is my empathy at 9? It was at 10, but I think because I'm wearing something that, yeah. polo. What else? What's the other shirt takeaway? Oh yeah, what the fuck? Give me this shit. Yeah, there's like no snow here right now because it's not hasn't been snowing. It's crazy. Oh, actually, no. I need to talk to Sona, not fucking Suna, not Sona. Alright. And we will save it right here. Okay. I'll end it there. I got a feeling next stream's gonna be very eventful because we're gonna talk to her. Hopefully, it's gonna end. You know, I'll help with her. Maybe one more task. Hopefully, and then that'll cause the hopefully I can get the fucking delinquents into here, the dancers, the fucking whatever you want to call them, the nightclubbers. They can get in here. Then I can take her on that date, the girl. Then I can get the signatures from them both. Everett will give me my gun back. I can talk to Titus about Ruby. I still don't know where the hell to investigate the dam. Where the shot's gonna come from. I got the one, but I've went up and down the boardwalk, and it says check the island. Where the fuck is that? That's not specific enough, and I forget what that layout told me. I mean, I have an idea, kind of, but I don't remember it specifically, and I can't look at it again, so... I don't know, But, regardless, everything but that, I feel like, was gonna get solved next stream. I feel like it's gonna be quick. I feel like, I don't know, I feel it'll be eventful. For some reason, because we're getting there. We are close to the end. The only mystery I still have is, obviously, where is Ruby... at. I think she did it. I'm like 90% sure, maybe 85% sure she did it. And that fucking flying thing, that fortress that got brought up by the Sunday friend, I don't remember his name. Like, what is that about? What? Like, I mean, it's like obviously like the governmental kind of thing they're observing. Maybe, I don't know. It's weird. That whole thing is also weird. But maybe she might be able to help me with that. But I feel like it's slowly narrowing. When I first started, it became a wide array of shit. Now it's slowly coming to a head, to a point, getting there. And I'm rich. Look at that shit. $46. I can get 2 nights. I don't think I'll need that. I think I need 1 more night, and then I think day 5, maybe 6. I might go 6 nights, maybe, but I don't think I'll go 7. I do not think I'll go 7. But all right. Yeah, my health is suffering. I really need to find more shit to charge it with. But all right. End it there. Next stream, it's gonna be